NFL Week 1 is here, and a new season means new ways to get in on the action at DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL. Fans have spoken. We want to bet touchdowns. DraftKings heard us and is delivering. DraftKings Sportsbook is the number one place to bet touchdowns. Ready to do a touchdown dance of your own? New DraftKings customers bet $5 to get $250 in bonus bets instantly, plus 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. DraftKings Sportsbook app, use code Shannon. That's code Shannon for new customers to get $250 in bonus bets when you bet just $5 and get 1 month of NFL Plus Premium on us. Offer ends 9/19, only on DraftKings. The crown is yours. This episode of Nightcap is brought to you by NASCAR. It's finally playoff time for NASCAR Cup Series, and this weekend, the drivers head to Atlanta for the first race of the playoff. The quest for a championship begins at Atlanta Motor Speedway, where 16 drivers will be tested like they've never been tested before. They fought their way into the playoffs, but their job isn't done yet because only 12 drivers get to advance to the next round. So the competition is going to be at maximum intensity. Don't miss out on the electric showdown in Georgia. Invite some friends over, find your seat on the couch, and make sure you tune in to the first NASCAR Cup Series playoff race of the season this Sunday, September 8th at 3 p.m. Eastern on USA. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and thank you for joining us. The NFL gave us back-to-back games Thursday and Friday. Thank you, NFL. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. Please make sure you hit that like button. And I am your favorite Unc. He is in the Nightcap merch. Your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bengal Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary Pro Bowler, All-Pro from the Cincinnati Bengals, Liberty City's own. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Again, remember, please hit that subscribe button. Please hit that like button. And do us another favor. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. Every subscriber matters. We thank you for mattering, helping Ocho and I and Nightcap become the success that we've become. Please make sure you go check out Shea by Laportier. If you cannot find Shea by Laportier in a store or a city near you, you can order it and we'll deliver it right to your doorstep. We have it in stock. No wait. Get it and get it shipped to you ASAP. Please make sure you follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Shay Media and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Tour shirts and hats, what Ocho is wearing, dropped yesterday. There are 2 versions of the tees on site. The tour version tee with the dates on the back, and there's another one with just Ocho and I's face, saying Nightcap on the front. So you get a choice. The tour tee is $42. The print only is only $38. Use code VIP for an additional 10% off. And now making this debut, it's our first merch commercial. Ocho, we big time.
We got a commercial? We got a commercial.
Here it is right there.
Tell Unc I need my restitution.
Hey, hold on, I got a question. Like, I like the
up?
beat. No, you could have had me rapping on the back end of that.
No, we hold off on that.
You
We ain't
sure?
want no features.
Man, let me
Yeah,
now, listen, next time when we do the tour and we got merch, let me drop a track.
Now, what we did, we wanted the fans to get involved, so we let them be the stars.
Okay. Say less. I'm gonna
let
let them rock a
be
little
important.
bit.
Ocho, we had back-to-back games for the first time, I think, in the NFL. We had a Thursday this early in the season. We remember last year we had the Thursday night Thanksgiving Day game, and then we had a Black Friday game. But to open the season, the NFL gave us back-to-back games, Thursday night and a Friday. And the Green Bay Packers and the Philadelphia Eagles played in Brazil, got an international game early in the season. The Eagles prevailed 34-29. Jalen Hurts, 30 of 24, 278, 2 touchdowns, 2 INTs, sacked twice. Saquon Barkley came out big. He had 24 carries, a $109, 2 touchdowns, also caught for a touchdown. A.J. Brown, 5 catches, a $119, 1 touchdown. and Devontae Smith really sealed it late because he had some big catches late in the ball game. 7 catches for 84 yards. And then we have Jordan Love, who got nicked at the end of the game. Going to be interesting to see how serious that injury is. He was 17 of 34 for 262 touchdowns, 1 INT. He was sacked once. Josh Jacobs, 18 for 84. Reed, 4 catches for $138. Ocho, you watched this game before I give you my synopsis of it. What you
it
think
was a
about this
doozy
game,
at the
Ocho?
beginning. I'm gonna be honest with you. It was a doozy at the beginning because I'm thinking, okay, high-powered offenses, 2 really good quarterbacks, some of the best receivers in the game. You know, they got them young bulls over there with the Packers. I'm thinking Jordan Love, they're gonna come out there and air it out. Shoot, the beginning of the game, listen, horrible, stupid penalties on the Eagles defense. Jalen Carter, baby, we got to do better, baby. We got to do better. Jordan Davis, y'all should be dominating that interior. Y'all should be dominating that interior every time. The second half, in the second quarter, towards the end of the second quarter, like maybe in the 8th or 9th minute, from that point on, we had some football being played on both sides of the ball. They started putting series together, stringing play after play after play, getting drives together. The center and Jalen Hurts, they got to get it together. They got to get out of listen, we done had training camp. I'm not sure what's going on. They got to get that together. The 2 interceptions also could have been costly. You got to protect the ball. There's no reason that ball should have been thrown down the middle of the field in that coverage.
Honestly, Ocho, Jalen Hurts could have had 4 picks.
Oh, well, Jair dropped one. Jair dropped one.
You see Jair dropped one late. And the corner out on the sideline. He had one that's going to the end zone. Nixon. Was it Nixon or Mixon? Let me see. Nixon.
Yeah.
He dropped one.
Yeah. Shit, hell, Jordan Love had 2 too. Well, he had a house call that was dropped by Dean.
Kobe Dean.
But again,
the interception that both of those guys threw. I'm trying to figure out what Jordan. I still don't understand what Jordan Love saw. There's a whole safety. So in other words, there's cover 1 or cover 3, whatever you want to call it. See how they rotate it. There's a guy. There's a safety in the hole who picked the ball. The other guy is running with him, and you still
I don't think he saw the safety though. I don't think he saw.
Ocho is the 3. That's pre-snap where he thought he was going.
Yeah, I don't think he saw him. Obviously, at pre-snap, once he dropped back, his eyes are locked in downfield and on his target. When he saw the dude trailing, it was the tight end, wasn't it? That was the tight end, wasn't it? Yeah, when he saw the dude trailing tight end, he thought the tight end was open, not knowing the safety was sitting right there just baiting him, and he broke on it right away.
But Ocho, I can see if they like the old Steelers, they line up
and they
close,
get shoot up out of there.
Safety didn't get back. He lined up in the hole. He lined up in the hole, and then Hurts. It looked like and Hurts on his interception. I'm like, Hurts, what did you see? It looked like it might have been Tampa 2 or quarter half. I couldn't really see. But the safety, I'm like,
right there,
bro, you throw that. Man, you can't throw the ball like that, Ocho.
He loafed it in there. If you got to shoot that. You got up and down right away.
And down.
But listen, it was a good game. It was a good game in spurts. It was a good game in spurts.
Yes.
Listen, when they came out, the end of the second quarter was unbelievable for both sides of the ball. For both offenses, both defenses. And then at the beginning, at the half, when they came out of halftime, that thing was looking good. And then it went to sleep again. Went to a snooze fest, and then it picked up a little bit for the Eagles and goddamn Jaden Reed. I tweeted it not too long ago. His name is Jaden Reed, for you casual fans that don't know. And he showed out, even though they did lose.
He played well.
Yeah, yes, sir.
Ocho. Jordan Love, he had look, when they really could have put some separation between themselves and the Eagles, Jordan Love had 2 series that really cost them the game. If you go back and look, he has the receiver he has I think it's Reed screaming across the field on the over route.
Oh
he
yeah,
skips
yeah,
that to
yeah.
him. He has Dobbs on the dagger route. He
Behind
throws
him, yeah.
that behind him. Then he has Dobbs on the speed out. He
Yeah,
throws that behind him. I'm
yeah.
like, bro, Ocho, and he's got to stop throwing so much off that back foot. I know we get enamored by Rodgers. We get enamored by Mahomes. But, bro, you got to stop throwing off your back foot because that's why the ball is sailing on you and it's being late getting there. And it's okay to step up forward into the pocket. He refused. He just want to retreat, throw off his back foot. Step up in the pocket, shift your weight, and throw the ball.
The funny thing about it is the fact that he sat behind Rodgers all that time. You can tell the mannerisms and the way he mimics and throws and all the different arm angles that he does have. He's gotten them from Aaron Rodgers, but Aaron Rodgers has. Look, Jordan Love has arm strength as well. He has arm strength as well. I'm not sure if it's to the velocity of Aaron Rodgers, so he's able to get away with some of those throws where the mechanics are all out of whack, but the ball is still able to get there on time because of his accuracy. So I think that's some. Oh my goodness, I'm not sure if you can actually break that goddamn habit at this point. Now the season is starting. I'm sure it's something that they can work on, to get him back on the basics, get him back on the basic fundamentals of being able to execute and process on not only doing your reads before you throw the ball, but having your mechanics and your footwork and your left foot pointed in the right direction before you throwing the ball and get away from what you saw Aaron Rodgers doing. Because if you watch him and Aaron look exactly the goddamn same from a mechanical standpoint when it's time to throw the ball.
Yes. But there are some opportunities that, like I said, I thought they could have got some separation between them and the Eagles because for whatever reason, the Eagles couldn't get out of their own way. The Jalen threw a terrible interception, and then the center snaps the ball. That is not on Jalen Hurts. He's going through his cadence, and the center snaps the ball, and it kind of hits him in the arm. That's on the center, and then he throws another terrible interception. He got away with a couple.
What about the tush push? The tush push fumble too. The center looked like the center didn't even snap it all the way up to the top.
Boy, they dodged the bullet on that.
So honestly, really, the Eagles lost this. I mean, not the Eagles. The Packers lost this game. The Eagles didn't really win it if you think about it. If you look at all the opportunities that the Packers had to actually not run away with the game, but actually take advantage. Put some separation between them. They didn't take advantage of the opportunities. I know one thing. You could tell it was week. You can tell it was week one.
Could anybody line up, Ocho? Can anybody line up and stop all these illegal shifts, illegal formation? Two guys going in motion. What the hell? How you go two guys? Now, when did y'all ever done that?
Well, wait a minute. Think about it now. Two people can be in motion, but before the snap of the ball, both have to be set. But I think the play clock was running down, and he had to hurry up and snap the ball. So those are things that you can fix. Those are the kind of mistakes you expect teams to make in week one. Even though you've been through training camp, even though you've done it, you had repetition after repetition after repetition. In live action, mistakes like they're going to be had. But I know one thing. You could tell it was week one, but you can tell both teams defensively and offensively have so much potential. By the time they hit week 4 or week 5, and everything is really rolling, and they in sync with that chemistry, it's gonna be nasty. I hope Jordan Love is okay too.
Yeah, the Eagles defense, they showed some grit early in the game when that game because they had Jalen Hurts had 2 costly turnovers early, and the Eagles held them to 6 points. That's really was the difference in the ball game, Ocho, because the game could have got away from you so early. But give the Eagles defense, Vic Fangio, he was brought in there to revitalize that. So they did a good job of keeping the Packers out of the end zone with those 2 early turnovers. But the Packers squandered some opportunities. He had Christian Watson running at the back of the end zone, and I don't know if he slipped or he overshot him. It looked like he overshot him.
He overshot him a little bit, but the push, the little shove from the safety threw him off balance just a tad bit. We weren't able to get to that ball. Just that little shove, it messed up everything.
But I tell you what, it's a great feeling to be 1-0 as opposed to 0-1 with this little mini bye. You feel good. You have to travel probably 10, 11 hours back. You're banged up. I don't know if look, I've never gone on a long trip where I had to play a whole lot. So normally when I went on international flights, Ocho, I didn't play enough to get sore. So, but so it's a big difference actually playing a meaningful game because normally it was early in the preseason, and so we only play in a series, maybe 2 series at the max. Now in '92 we played in Berlin, and hell, I played up until the third quarter because Dan wanted me to play a little more because they were going to ask me to do a little more that year. So that was really my first year of getting heavy minutes in the regular season. So he wanted me to go a little bit longer, and I totally understood that. But for the most part, Ocho, when we played overseas, I wasn't playing long enough to get sore. You played at least 60 plays, 65 plays in this game. Your ass sore if you played.
Most definitely.
Can I ask you one thing, Ocho? I want to ask you this. There's 30 seconds on the damn clock. You hadn't run the ball out of the end zone the whole effing night. You got no timeouts. What makes you run the ball? Special teams coach, head coach, leave the ball in the end zone. We're going to get it plus and no time goes off the clock. Okay, guess what? They get the ball. He runs it out, runs time off the clock, and he's 10 to 15 yards short of where he would have gotten the ball, and no time would have gone off the clock. So now, when Jalen Hurts throws that pass, imagine putting it up 15 yards further than what it was. You see, sometimes that's what we talk about. When we talk about football IQ and basketball IQ, it's plays like that irks me. What makes you so, Ocho? So in the first half, the second quarter, when they scored, you didn't run it out. Now you behind. You got no timeouts. Now you want to play. You see what happened when you try to play hero ball, Ocho?
Yeah. Hey, that was that. I don't know. Listen. That's why I said you could tell it's week 1. As much preparation as they did before this game, you can still see the mistakes, the mental mistakes, not even by just the players themselves, by the coaches as well. When certain situations like this come up again, now you've already been through it and you understand, well, you know what? We can't do that. We can't have that.
Ocho, that's common sense.
Listen, sometimes common sense ain't common.
Let me ask you a question. Ocho, let me ask you a question. There's 30 seconds on the clock, and you catch the ball. What you gonna do, Ocho? You got no timeout.
I'm definitely taking a knee.
You know, you on offense. You got no timeouts. You catch the ball. What you trying to do, Ocho?
Get out of bounds. Yes, sir.
I don't need to tell you that.
Yeah.
So I'm just trying to figure out why, when you had 12 minutes on the clock, 13 minutes on the clock, you got 3 timeouts. You don't run the ball out. But in this situation, you got no timeouts, and there's only 30 seconds. Now you want to be a hero and take it to the house. You see, that it's things like that. I mean, the coach, look, I get it. The coach would always, and that was my job when I was on special teams. The coach always try to brief the guys, okay, hey, look, guys, we ain't got no timeouts. Hey, we're going to leave it in the end zone. So forth and so on. Or we got to make sure we cover. Okay, we got the lead. We just took the lead on a last second field goal or last second touchdown. Okay, guys, let's make sure we cover. Let's make sure we stay in our lane. Now, we hadn't seen that return. Hey, Alto, be on the look for it. Lilo, Hallie, be on the look for that return coming back your way now. So you letting the guys know we hadn't seen that return. Now's a good time for them to bring it out because what the hell do they have to lose? Oh, Lord. See, this is why I can't play. But I tell you what, everybody know what the hell to do on Madden. Everybody know what to do on COD. Everybody know what to do on Minecraft. But you don't know what the F to do when it comes to the game, the thing that's paying you and allow you to get these fancy-ass chairs and all those great setups. Now, all of a sudden, the coach ain't tell me. The coach ain't tell you how to play COD. Who told them guys how to play COD, Ocho? Ain't no coach. Ain't nobody coaching them. Ain't nobody telling them what to do, but they can play that thing. Oh, can't nobody beat me in Madden. Can't nobody beat me in NCAA.
Repetition.
Well, repetition and do that. Stay your ass in the end zone with 30 seconds and no timeouts. You know damn well. The thing is, Ocho, we've seen it in the preseason and we've seen it 2 games. Ain't nobody even come close. Most of the time, they don't even bring it out. It looks so. I'm like, ain't nobody gonna move. It's almost doesn't even seem real because the guy kicked the ball and the guy can't take off running. They can't take off until he catches it. I'm like, I don't know how everybody else feeling about it, Ocho, but I ain't like it in the kickoff rule. I'm really not. I get why they do it. I get why they do it.
I understand as well, but I think one of the things that the NFL is doing is they're trying to crack down on people getting hurt in the collisions that happen on kickoff. I don't think they're going to be
Yes.
very many kickoffs at all because everybody's kicker
that.
has a strong leg at this point. Basically.
Yes. Oh, just put the ball in the 25 or the 30 and say just go play. Because they've been trying to get these collisions out of the game. They're trying to figure out how, because most of the concussions happens on these plays. Because think about where they're coming from. Okay, you got a guy now. The guy's running full speed, Ocho. By the time he hits somebody, he running at bare minimum 15 to 20 miles an hour. The other guy's coming this way, he's running 10 to 15 miles an hour. So when they collide, that's a 40 mile an hour impact.
Oh, yeah.
You want to know what it feels like to run? Hey, just line up. I tell you what you do. 20 yards. I want you to get your hard hat from Lowe's or Home Depot, put on your overcoat, and line up 20 yards and run into your garage as hard as you fucking can. Excuse me. If you want to know what it feels like to be on kickoff, kick return, punt return, because I played them all for 3 years. If you want to know what it feels like, man, people, Shannon, what does it feel like to be? And I've been knocked out, and I've knocked some guys' ass out.
Yeah, I used to be in the wedge as a rookie too. I was on.
You too
I
light
was on
to be in the wedge.
I was on the wedge. Yeah,
I mean, too light. They used to have the Chargers used to have a wedge weighed over 1,000 pounds.
Who they had in there? Anybody I know?
No, they had two Samoan had two like D tackles and an offensive lineman. 330, 345, 350. And you know, back then, Ocho used to come together.
They sure did. They sure did. Yeah.
And so now you got to have somebody to try to take them out, but you couldn't go low. So you had to have somebody a wedge buster. You had a couple of guys that what we call wedge busters. Man,
I want no part of that.
Ocho, I never forget. We was in Barcelona, 1994. Richard Smith was our special teams coach. And he gets you fired up, Ocho. He gets you fired up that night before the game. He's like, what I want guys to go over that wall. I need somebody that's going to bust that effing wedge. And you can see guys get geeked. Because it's the opportunity, Ocho. Hey, play good on special teams. Make the team. Hey, the more you can do, better your chance to stay. I need somebody to go over that effing wall. Okay. Sure enough, we kick off. They get back to the wedge. Anthony Lynn used to be coach of the Chargers. I think he's the OC, not the Commanders. Right over the top of the wedge.
He jumped over it? Yeah.
He hit the wedge, went over the top, broke his leg. But you know how he got the job? I used to be on the return. I was one of the two guys in the return. So there's a guy, and then there's a guy over there, and he looking at me, hey, let's go. So we in special teams meeting. I said, Richard Smith, say, people don't believe it, but he tell the story. I said, Rich, you want to lead the NFL in kick returns? He showed the film. He stopped it. That's what the fuck I'm talking about. Did y'all hear that? Ocho, he stood up.
Yeah.
Did y'all hear that? My all-pro tight end, Pro Bowl tight end wants to lead the league in kick return. I said, well, you need to take me off because my man going to make the tackle every time. Hey, the next day, hey, Lynn, you up.
Yeah.
Ask Lynn, ask Richard Smith, ask anybody. I told him that. I said, Coach, you want to lead the league in kick returns? He got all fired up. I said, well, you need to take me off because my man going to make the tackle every time. I was off. I was off that thing. But my first 3 years, because that was the only at that point in time. Now I had led the team in reception, so I had better myself. Now if they needed me, but my first 3 years,
you was on there getting that work. You was getting that work, huh?
I was L3. I was L3 on kick. I was L3 on kick return. I was in the front line. I was a guard. On the kick return, I was a L3 on kickoff. Right down the I'm coming, Ocho.
See,
I'm
but
coming,
so you
Ocho.
don't remember my rookie year when I was in the wedge, and then on kickoff I was L2.
Well, you
Yeah,
the safety.
I was
You
the
probably want the
safety.
peel
Yeah,
back.
but I'm saying on kickoff I was in the wedge.
No, hold on, no. You mean kick
return?
return?
Yeah, I
You
was
in the
wedge.
wedge?
I was in the middle.
Nah, hell
Yeah,
no. You too light to be in the wedge.
What? Hey,
They'll never
listen.
put nobody. They
Hey,
never
nah,
gonna put
boy,
nobody
who?
under
Well, you never
under
seen me
200
hit?
pounds in the wedge.
No, when I came in as a
Nah.
rookie, I was like 235. That's why I was on the wedge.
Ocho, I ain't gonna lie to you, Ocho. If they'd have
Yeah.
put you in the wedge, they'd have hit you so hard in the top of your head, you'd have peeped out your ribs and thought you'd in
I'm
jail.
telling you, look at the film. Look at
No,
the footage.
I'm telling you, Ocho, you talking to somebody that been in there.
I know,
you didn't want no part
I was
of
in
that.
the wedge in the 2000. What you talking about? How you think I made the team? I didn't make the team playing receiver. I had to play special team.
You a second round pick.
Huh?
That's how you made the team. You ain't gonna be in that wedge. You too little.
You just saw me in person and saw how big I am.
I did. So think about this, Ocho. Think about how much, because as we start to age, most of us we get a little old man girth and stuff on us. Can you imagine how skinny you was in your early 20s? If you like this now in your 40s?
I mean, but as a rookie, you got to remember coming from the combine and putting all the extra weight and all the extra mass on me to perform. I was honestly about 215. But listen, I never forget Dick LeBeau. Dick LeBeau was the head coach at that time, and they were so impressed with me on special teams that I really ain't touched the field at receiver. I was a special team expert.
Yeah. Oh yeah. But back then, Ocho, I mean, anything goes. It wasn't like it is now where you couldn't take off running because they done changed the rules before they implemented this, Ocho. You couldn't even lead till the guy kicked the ball. Well, hell, I line up behind the kicker. And when he dropped his hand, I'm taking off running. When he kicked that ball, I'm in an all-out sprint. By the time because they retreat, and by the time they do this, Ocho, I'm in their chest. I'm in their chest. I'm dead in his chest. But congratulations to the Eagles. Go on the road in Brazil. 34-29 victors over the Packers. And that field was some bull jive.
It was bad. It was bad. But listen, players have no reason slipping because you had pregame warm-up. You tested the field the day before. So you already knew your ass needed goddamn studs anyway. Should have been
7 studs. You got to go to everybody want to wear those soccer bottoms. But you got to realize, Ocho, they heavy. Them men heavy. Soccer players don't be weighing 200 pounds, moving like that. Them jokers 165, maybe 170. You better get your ass some 7 studs and sit down.
They changed them after a while, though. You notice that people stop slipping after a while.
Yeah, that was the whole purpose. I mean, look, I used to always 7 studs, and then I went to tempo bottom, what we call speed TD bottoms. I don't know if they still call them tempo bottoms. You know what I'm saying, like the molded bottoms. But I like 7 studs because Ocho, I didn't want to slip. The last thing I want to do is get an opportunity to make I slip, the ball's intercepted, or I slip and I miss a touchdown or a key catch. So
there was only one place where I had to wear 7 studs, and that was when we went to Heinz Field. I think back during those days, obviously it was a running era. I think Heinz Field, they kept their field messy to keep the opposing team at a disadvantage. I always
because they're looking to run the football. They ain't trying to throw it all over the place until they got Big Ben.
Right. Yeah,
they were running the football.
Sure were. Yeah,
they were running it, and that's how the Steelers used to be built. They played defense and they ran the football. They always played defense and they ran the football until they got Big Ben. And then when they got Big Ben, they still played hell of a defense.
Letting it rip though.
They started throwing it all over the yard. The Saquon Barkley 3 touchdowns are tied for the most by any player in a team's debut in the Super Bowl era. Ocho, guess who was the last Eagles players to do that?
What, 3 TDs in the Super Bowl era? The last Eagle?
The Eagles.
Ricky, I almost said Ricky Waters.
In a debut.
Oh, debut?
In his debut. You know him very well.
T.O. Yeah.
T.O.
2000, that wasn't 05. What year was that? 04. Yeah, 04. You know what? Matter of fact, speaking of Saquon and the game he had tonight, his debut as an Eagle, How you think the Giants feel? How you think they feel?
Well, first of all,
I mean, how you think they feel? How do you steal? And I argued with a dude tonight. He said there's no reason paying a running back like that. It didn't make any sense because all the Giants were going to do is they were going to lose anyway. I mean, come on,
well,
man.
you want to keep your best players. That's what I look at, regardless of the position.
Thank
keep
you.
your best players. Now you pay the quarterback, and people's like, well, okay, and that's like Saquon got to feel like he's in heaven because look, he ain't got to dodge everybody in the backfield. He gets to get at least to the line of scrimmage without getting helmets put on him. And it's like, well, y'all talk about Saquon didn't have any room to run, but y'all criticize Daniel Jones. Daniel Jones throws a lot of those interceptions. He hitting guys in the chest. He ain't always getting sacked now.
Yeah,
I'm happy for Saquon. I'm happy for him.
And look, what you saw tonight is only going to get better. It's only going to get better. With A.J. Brown playing like that, with Devontae Smith playing like that, and then he is running the ball like that with that type of efficiency. At one point, he was getting 8 yards a goddamn carry.
He quick. I mean, he hit the hole one time. I was like, damn, Saquon. Oh, on that touchdown. Yeah. On that touchdown run, Ocho, that first one. Woo! I mean, he hit the hole on that one.
And the backer playing around now. He ain't want none of that. The backer was. I'm not sure who. I'm bad with names, especially when it comes to defenders. That second level, that backer could have made that play. He went right along with the block in the wash when you could have shared that and made a tackle. But that's just me.
Hey, I don't know this kid, this Zach Braun, or where he came from, but he raised hell tonight. 15 tackles, 11 solo, 2 sacks, and a tackle for loss. Blankenship, tremendous safety. He had 8 tackles, 4 solo. But I thought the key difference in the ball game was early on.
That could have been, instead of 6, that could have been 14. And that would have changed the game.
14, absolutely.
That would have changed the game.
Yep. So now, in a situation like that, Ocho, I don't have to get out of my game plan because the touchdown and I'm in the lead. Even though I played bad up until this point, I scored a touchdown. I'm in the lead now. So I felt they had to feel comfortable knowing that as bad as we played, we're only down a touchdown, as opposed to being down 2 scores, which would have kind of been demoralizing. But the Eagles found a way to withstand the early pressure by the Packers, and they win 34-29. The Eagles won. Saquon Barkley in his debut, 3 touchdowns, 109 rush yards to go along with 2 catches, 23 yards, and another touchdown. So Saquon had him quite a day in his debut. Okay, tonight, much of the NFL game, but it won't be the last. Earlier today, Roger Goodell said the NFL focuses on playing at least 7 international games next season. That would include Spain, the United Kingdom, and Germany. We played in Berlin back in '92. He also added, we hope to go back to Mexico. We played a preseason game in Mexico and certainly intend to be back here in Brazil. Playing 7 or more international games next year would be a step up from the 5 schedule for this year. In addition to tonight's games, there are 3 more games, Ocho: London, Munich, and Germany. Hold on.
Munich is Germany, huh?
So it's 2 in Germany? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So 1 is in London, 1 is in Munich. Where's the other one? Oh, two are there in London. Okay, they got 2 in London and 1 in Munich.
It'd be really dope.
3 in London? Oh, they got 3 in London.
You know what'd be really dope is, soccer season just started. Yeah. Everybody's on international break right now.
Yeah.
But I mean, these games you talk about, the 3 in London are this year, 1 in Munich.
Yeah.
I would hope. I mean, if I was still playing, I would hope we fly out a little earlier than normal, like maybe a week in advance. That might be a little bit, exaggerated. I would love to fly out in advance and go to a game because soccer season is during the same time as football.
Who gonna fly?
The team. Whoever's playing in London this year.
NFL team. Oh, I thought you were talking about
I'm just saying, if I was playing, I would love if the team flew out early. So, on a day off, I can catch a soccer game.
Bro, Ocho, you know how teams roll. They're not trying to do anything. They're trying to control as much time as you can. When you played with the Bengals, y'all got your ass to the city. 3:30, 4 o'clock, 4:30, and then you had meetings at 7. They're not trying to give you no time to do nothing.
But we talk about a 7-8 hour flight all the way across the water now.
They have done studies, and they say the best thing to do is to get there the day before, treat it like a regular game, get up and go play.
No. Absolutely. I'm just telling you. They can't do that.
I'm just
They
telling
can't
you,
do
bro.
that. They can't do that. You got for one, you have to fly. You got to fly early. I'm thinking maybe 3 days early. Allow the players to get acclimated to the time.
They ain't going no 3 days early. They just got there Thursday.
When they flew to Brazil?
Yeah.
They ain't just get there yesterday. Come on now.
When did they get there? When did they get there? I guarantee you
they've been there at least a week.
No, hell no.
When they got
I think they got there Thursday.
There's no way they flew in yesterday. That's impossible. Ain't no way they flew in yesterday and played the game tonight.
Ash is looking it up. But this game was in Corinthians Arena in Sao Paulo. The other one, the next one is the Jets, Minnesota, and Tottenham. Jacksonville, Chicago is going to be in Tottenham in the stadium, Hotspur. In New England, Jacksonville will be in Wembley. And then the Giants, Carolina, Allianz Arena in Munich.
That's going to be nice, boy. That's going to be nice.
They arrived in Brazil last night. They arrived in Brazil last night. I've told you, I've talked to teams, and they say through the expert they talk to, it's best to get there and treat it just like a normal game. I'm just telling you what I was told. Now, if it's a lie, they lied to me.
You know what? After a flight like that, a flight that long, if I'm not mistaken, a flight to Brazil is what, 8-9 hours, something like that?
Yeah, 10, 12, probably.
And then you
how long? Hold on. How long is the flight from Brazil to
one day in advance, and then you go out and play football? Man, they tripping, man. They tripping.
Man, we Ocho, when we flew international, we had to go to the state. We go to the hotel, change. A lot of times we didn't go because we had to pack a change of clothes, and we go straight to the thing and go to practice.
But not really.
Go to Japan after 10-hour flight. Oh, we got a good run in. Oh, when we wasn't no walkthrough.
Okay.
We ran. We sprinted. Because they didn't want us to go to bed. Because you tired the first thing I want to do. I want to go to bed.
Yeah. Oh, that's crazy. Well, that day before, 10-hour flight. Child, please.
Yeah, the 4th. So the day is the 6th. So they arrived on the 4th that night. So they're like I said, Dana, that's it. They're not going in there that early. Because they said that it's best on the body. Go ahead. The Green Bay Packers, it took them 10 hours, 40 minutes to reach Sao Paulo on the 7-7. So basically it's a double decker. The Eagles was a 9.5-hour flight. One of the Packers' initial concerns about playing in Brazil centered on the team traveling whether they could get a large enough plane to land in Green Bay at Ochocinco, which is in Appleton, right? No, that's the Green Bay.
Is it?
If not, they would have to bus to Milwaukee, a 2-hour ride. Then a larger plane means more pods for players to stretch out. The Eagles made the adjustment for the account a longer commute. Instead of the usual 1 meal during travel, they had 2. The focus was on extra hydration, and the group was encouraged to stay awake during the trip so they could sleep well once they arrived in Brazil Thursday night.
That's crazy work, man.
See, that's why I didn't go to sleep when we went to France. That's right. That's what the guy said. He said, Shadow, make sure you stay.
Hey, that's crazy.
The only difference is that we arrived early that morning. We left Saturday night and arrived early that morning.
I think.
But no, that's what I've been told. The teams that take these large flights is like, nope. Ocho, there's a video making the rounds today of the Ravens tight end Isaiah Likely unloading on heckling Chiefs fans after a narrow loss. The video shows him walking in the tunnel and screaming,
"Well, that's it."
This was minutes after Toe landed out of bounds in the back of the end zone in the final seconds.
Yeah.
Ocho, are you okay with understandable behavior?
You listen, fan heckling you, talking shit, and you say something back. That's part of the game. That's part of the
For
game.
sure.
I'm talking about they were talking slick. If you turn it up and listen, the fan said something slick. He said, "Shut up, bitch," and he kept it moving. I mean, that's not that bad. It's not that bad. It's nothing that should get him in trouble or anything like that. I mean, that's just normal. That's your normal everyday trash talk. You say something to me, I'm saying something back. Long as you don't throw nothing, long as the fan ain't throw nothing, likely ain't throw nothing.
No, long as ain't nothing racial.
Yeah.
It
was just some words. And listen, that ain't nothing. What do you call those things they got on the side on the sideline that pick up everything you say?
Whatever. The mic.
Now you think
the boom
him saying "shut up, bitch" is bad? Let them mics let everybody hear what everybody's saying on the field. If you think that's bad, man, that wasn't nothing. Just little emotion. He upset. Listen, if he wore if Likely wore a size 9 shoe, that would have been a touchdown. We'd have went overtime.
Nah, he ain't finna be 6'4" with a size 9. He ain't gonna be able to walk.
Hey, I'm just saying. Oh, that's funny.
Yeah, I was like, hey, yeah, but like, look, I don't have a problem. Look, like a lot of times, like I said, as long as it's not racial, you like, hey, y'all lost, you suck. Okay, fine. I ain't got no problem with that. I hope he was sitting and say, look at. I tell you what. Your Takeo Spike's next wife like it. Man, hey, see that shit just be all cut. But that's the first thing they say. People will attack you on social media. It be women. And then when you cut their ass up, oh, is that how you talk to women? Yeah, women that talk to me like that. That's exactly how I talk to y'all punk ass. I mean, people feel like, oh, because you Shannon Sharpe, you on television, I should be able to say whatever I want to say to you. I should be able to insult you. And because you're on television and you make millions, like all of a sudden, because I'm on television, I'm not human. All of a sudden, I don't have a family. All of a sudden, I ain't got kids. So we're going to talk to you and say whatever. Now, the moment I shoot their ass up, obviously, figuratively, now all of a sudden, does ESPN know you talk to people? Did Fox know you talk to people like this? Well, do your employer know you on here talking crazy and reckless?
Listen, I like it.
Because me, Ocho, look, everybody know me. I'm very respectful and everything. I tweet out, hey, and I'll engage. A lot of times they're like, why you engaging with these people? But then when they try to get disrespectful, I got to get you.
Yeah.
I got to get you. I'm going to let you know. Okay, now, I know y'all see me in the suit and tie, but y'all forgot now. I was real slick with my tongue. Hey, okay.
Hey.
And then all of a sudden, but I wonder if ESPN knows.
That's their favorite.
They know. I'm sure they monitor. But they also saw what you said. I was provoked.
That's their favorite. That's their favorite thing to say. Always go to the employer. And listen, I've always been the way I am. Oh, I haven't changed. I haven't changed since day one. I've always been like this. If you follow me on Twitter, I'm always tweeting. I'm always positive, always I love you. But if you shoot, I'm going to shoot back with you. And I'm going to keep going.
Yeah. Dude, you remember when Tom Brady this thing with, I think was the Deflategate. And, I was going, I was going back and forth with some Patriots fan. And one guy tried to be slick, talking about, you look like Mr. Ed. I said, yeah, your mama said, giddy up last night. You know what I'm saying? You know, like
oh no, you hit him with the mama joke. Hey, I know you were hot. Sure did. I know you were hot.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, I know you were hot.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. But that's what I'm saying. I'm trying to figure out if y'all dislike somebody. For me, if I don't like you, I'm not following you, and I'm definitely not going to jump on your timeline to try to insult you. If I don't F with you, I'm not going to buy your music. I'm not going to go to any of your movies. I don't F with you. But I'm definitely not going to jump on your timeline to try to say something slick. Why y'all want to? I mean, I'm probably one of the celebs, former athletes, whatever you want to call me, that I'll engage fans. Hey man, well, what was this? I said, well, this is what I saw, blah, blah, blah. But then all of a sudden, everybody feel like they want to be able to say something slick.
I mean, listen. Twitter, social media in general is a gift and a curse, and I enjoy it. I embrace all of it. I like the positivity. I like the negativity. I like a happy balance. I don't want all nice stuff being said to me. And sometimes I need you to talk shit. I want to hear the bad too. The bad shit you say, it keep me goddamn humble sometimes. Even though it won't. But still, I like to hear it. Just to keep me grounded a little bit.
I was talking to the dude, Ocho, and I said something, and he didn't even repeat basically what I said. So I just told him, I said, I can tell that you was rewarded with your grades with cookies and stars. I can tell that's what you got all the way through high school. Cookies and stars. And you didn't get a diploma, you got a certificate. Thanks for attending. You know, I'm just saying, Ocho, man, I don't want to just try to insult people, but y'all come on my timeline. I ain't looking for y'all. I don't follow y'all. I welcome people to follow me. Hey, Shannon, hey, love the show, love Unc Ocho, love you such and such. Hey, I disagree with you on this, but you still cool. But when y'all try to insult me, now sometimes this is how I do it, Ocho. If I got to think about it, because I'm really gonna cut your ass up, I won't press send. Because I've written some stuff. I'm like, ooh, I don't know.
That's too much. That's gonna go
deep.
Yeah.
Because I'll be trying to send your ass to the trauma center. I don't want no paper cut. I'm trying to send your ass to the trauma center. So I'm just letting y'all know.
I like it though. Listen,
Pittsburgh has.
Now I was just gonna say it makes social media fun though. To me, you know, for those who it doesn't bother, I like the negativity and I like the mixture of positivity with it. It just makes social media that much better to me. Some people can't take it. You know, I don't want to use the word weak. I don't want to use that. So for lack of better words, let's go on to the next topic before I say the wrong thing.
The Pittsburgh Steelers has officially listed Russell Wilson as questionable for Sunday's matchup against the Falcons. Russ has been nursing a calf injury that could sideline him for the opener. According to Ian Rappaport, Fields is expected to make his Steelers debut and get the start against the Falcons. Ocho, you know Fields is he's from the Atlanta area. He went to Harrison High School. You know, hey, who is his favorite? I give you one guess. Who you think was his favorite player growing up? And to go back in there in that dome.
Now hold on now. Before
you lost that bet. No, and Russell Wilson.
Are we sure about this? Are we sure? Oh, we don't know. It's a game time decision. I'm asking you, is it a game time decision? Is that where we're at?
I don't know what.
Yes, sir.
Hold on, Ocho. It ain't the game, and it ain't time for me to say. But I just know this. When I talk to you on Sunday, make sure you got my money.
Russell Wilson already won the starting job. So what is that? What you mean?
Is he starting the first game of the season?
He won the job. You can't say you won the.
Is he starting the first game of the season?
Now you cheating. Now you cheating. If he won the job and Mike Tomlin name him the starter for the season, you can't say because he injured his calf that had nothing to do with him losing the quarterback battle that I lost the bet. Technically, you already lost the bet, and I didn't even ask for my money. And you reminded me that we did bet.
Hold on. How did Tom Brady get the job?
Mo Lewis hit Drew Bledsoe in the chest.
Drew Bledsoe was named the starter.
This ain't finna be no Wally Pip, though. This ain't finna be one of them. Nah. Listen, Russell Wilson playing. You know how I know he playing?
How you know?
One thing about a praying man when it comes to injury. You know, God put hands on you and all will be well. I know that. And I guarantee you, number 3, walk out there and lead them Steelers a victory. I bet that.
I mean, I've heard Justin Fields says, he give a lot of credit to God too.
Well, I don't know if they serve the same God, but the God Russell Wilson served, is a good God. And he always on time.
Addressed the report.
Let's go, boy.
That he wants 1 penny. Ja'Marr Chase addressed the report that he wants 1 penny more than Justin Jefferson. Let's take a listen to what Ja'Marr
Talk
had
your
to say
shit,
about
boy.
that.
Is it true that the reports that you want one penny more than Justin Jefferson?
If I want to beat Justin, I'm going to beat the shit out of Justin. Not by a penny, brother. So
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. That ain't none. That ain't number confidence. That's how you talk when you know you're top 3 in the league right there. You hear me? Huh? Like that's how you talk when you know you're top 3. Matter of fact, his resume speaks for itself, even though it's early in his career. Matter of fact, before he even got here, before he even got to the NFL, what did he say? I'm coming in and I'm going to break every record. What did he do his rookie year? He broke a record. Man, that's somebody you play. You don't even play with him like that. You give him his money. And you know what? You know what? A little birdie told me it's probably going to get done before kickoff. It's probably going to get done before kickoff. For everything he said today is in jest. It's probably going to get done before kickoff. And if it doesn't get done, notice also, for those that have heard the interview, he will be used in very small, minimal packages to make sure he doesn't get hurt. But I think it's going to get done. That's what little birdie told me. Matter of fact, I'm going to break it before Adam Schefter break it. How about that?
Ocho, you know you can't play football like that. You can't play football in small pack. You can't go out there but not trying to get hurt.
Oh, yeah. No, I'm saying even though he's going to play, but the packages that he's going to be in are going to be small is what I meant. I didn't mean he's going to chill. He's going to go 100, 0 to 100, but just sparingly in certain packages. I don't even like the way that sounds.
Exactly. So if you gonna play that, if you gonna play, he's one of the. You say he's top 3. Why the hell you playing him in packages?
Oh, because that money ain't right.
Okay, if the money ain't right.
Hey, listen. Let me tell you something. Now, I want people to understand. Listen, I love the city of Cincinnati. I love my Bengal fans. I love the organization. One thing about it, Chase is the same one who forgoed his senior season. Don't forget now, and sat down to make sure he didn't get hurt. You hear me? They would stay with me now.
Yeah, for sure.
Because when I told y'all he's not touching that field until he get paid, I want you to understand what he's already done before. You know what? I'm going to forego my whole senior season to make sure I don't get hurt. And you think he won't sit down until he get his money? Come on now. Yeah. Y'all better stay with me. All right.
That's what I always tell guys. Look, if you thinking about holding out that year before you thinking about holding out, Ocho, I'm saving everything. I'm telling mama, say, look here, we ain't buying no car. Right. We ain't getting no new house. We ain't buying no jewelry because I'm going to hold out because I'm going to get that bread. Because you do know when you in a city, there's an NFL team, they know everything. They know what your money is. And they like, so you got your mortgage is how much? $3,000, $4,000? Right. Oh, okay. You got a car note, how much? Okay, and you pay. Oh, okay. You be here.
And you know what is also scaring me? I'm hearing reports that T. Higgins, his hamstring might be bothering him. But just day before yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, it might have been yesterday. Well, actually, it's after midnight. So 2 days ago, he said he was feeling the best he's ever felt in camp. And I think now a hamstring, and hamstrings are very, very, very agitating. You know, they linger.
Any soft tissue is
very
irritating.
So I'm hoping all is well with him. I hope it's not anything that would be detrimental where he can't play Sunday. So if Chase doesn't play and T doesn't play, we do have some depth. We do have some depth at the.
You don't got that much depth.
We don't have that. Listen, I think we have good depth. We have good adequate receivers.
You ain't got that kind of depth.
What you mean? I like it.
Nah, T. Higgins. You like what's the name of that pool
Charles
that you
Hadley?
used to swim at?
Yeah,
Charles Hadley. Now they got the kiddie pool, and then they got the 12-foot in. Okay, y'all got them two guys. If they ain't playing, that's the deep end, and everything else is in the kiddie pool. That's the shallow.
I don't like that. I don't like how you doing that. Now listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Now, when if T and Chase don't play, and you see them young bulls, Jermaine Burton and the rest of the boys go out there and act a fool, I want you to remember I want you to remember I told you we had depth. I told you, and that's all I'm gonna tell you.
I don't know if you noticed, you didn't pay a whole lot of attention because he got hurt early. That boy Christian Gonzalez is like that. That DB from that went to Oregon, I think he's from Oregon.
Let me tell you something.
He nice,
but what are you gonna do with Jermaine Burton out there? Huh? You get up there playing around if you want to with that 4-2, 4-3 if you want to, and from Alabama. Huh?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Christian Gonzalez Mexican too. Huh? Yeah, that's my dog,
Yeah.
That's the homie. That's a homie. But he don't want none of Burton. I tell you that. Now get up there playing around and bump and run if you want to and don't have no safety help. You might as well strike the band up. Bet that.
Okay. Ja'Marr said he will be a game time decision for the Bengals season opener against the Patriots amid what he called aggravating contract dispute. He broke his silence today and said he would be willing to play this season even if the two sides cannot agree on an extension. But whether he steps on the field Sunday will be up to him. He said, "It's my decision." He isn't the only Bengal wide receiver who could be out. T. Higgins, as you mentioned, has been listed as doubtful after suffering a hamstring injury on Thursday.
Damn. We're going to be good. Yoshi, Charlie, we good. We got this. Jermaine, we good. I'm telling you. Matter of fact, when I think about it, we might have the best receiving core as a whole in the league. And I say that respectfully. And probably the second best, I'm talking about depth from 1 to 5. The second would probably be the Packers. Hey, but them Packers loaded, boy. You saw how Jaden Reed went off tonight? Yeah. Now watch whenever they play their next game, watch it be Christian Watson. And when they play another game, watch it be Romeo Dobbs. Man, them boys nice over there, man. Them boys nice.
They are. Kadarius Toney might be a little closer to finding another team. Toney had a tryout for Friday for the Browns. Toney previously had a visit to Seahawks earlier this week. Ocho, do you believe the Browns would be a good fit for Toney? They currently have Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, and Elijah Moore.
Hey, you know what? That's three individuals. That's 3 individuals that have the exact same type of playing style that Kadarius Toney brings to the table. Exact same. If you've seen Elijah Rogers run routes, same way. Elijah Moore.
All of them can route
from
your ass
Clemson.
up.
Same way. Jerry Jeudy, you already know how he get down, especially with them feet. Amari Cooper, you know where he from. You know where them two from. Kadarius Toney has that same style, but he does offer a different dynamic. I believe also in a special teams realm of things that he can do with kick return and punt return. So I think that would be a good place for him. Where else did he try? The Seahawks?
Yeah, they've been to the Seahawks. I mean, they got Lockett, they got DK, they got Smith and Jigba.
Well, shoot, they got a 3-headed muscle over there in Cleveland too.
And Jigba, was it? And Jigba Smith? Was it?
Jackson
Smith and Jigba?
I just say JDN.
Or Jackson, Smith and Jackson. Yeah, Smith and Jigba.
Man. But
Smith and Jigba. Smith and Jigba. So, I hope he lands. I think that sometimes, I think sometimes the best thing can happen to a player like a Kadarius Toney is the situation to find himself on the outside looking in. It forces you. Right. It's amazing with a hungry stomach, with a growling stomach, and bills start to pile up. It'll humble you.
It give you a different perspective on things. It give you a different perspective on things and understand how small the window of opportunity is that you do have to play the game that you do love. The game that you cherish and love to play and was always the childhood dream of yours. It gives you a better understanding. And my dog gonna be all right. He gonna get it right. When he gets that opportunity again and that door opens, Kadarius, I know you're gonna see this. When that door opens again, young bull, I need you to do me one favor. Close it behind you. That's it. Close it behind you. Don't leave no thought and no stern untone. Go in there and give a motherfucking hell, boy.
Yeah. Stone unturned.
Oh, my bad. I ain't used that saying in a long time.
Yeah. If ever. On the same week, Miami locked up head coach Mike McDaniel for the long haul. The Dolphins are doing the same for their cornerstone corner of their defense. Jalen Ramsey and the Dolphins have agreed to terms of a 3-year deal worth $72.3 million, which is $100,000 more than what Patrick Surtain, who had just recently became the highest paid corner. Jalen Ramsey's new deal, $24.1 million a year, makes him the highest paid corner in the NFL, again, passing Patrick Surtain, who was the highest paid at $24 million.
It's only right. It's only right. Jalen Ramsey, to me, one of the better corners in the league that doesn't get the credit he deserves, especially in man-to-man, end zone, a student of the game, very smart, one of the best to ever play. So why not do right by him? He's going to be a cornerstone in that defense. Xavier Howard is gone. He's your captain. Wait, Jaden is a captain too. Jaden's a captain too, ain't he?
Yeah.
Come on now. Come on now.
But dealing with, like you said, Howard is gone. Chubb is coming off an injury. Phillips is coming off an injury. I think one of the linebackers, I think Howard, I think he's gone. So they got some things going on. They really need Ram, and but he might not play.
Ain't nothing wrong with him. Ain't nothing wrong with Jalen.
Nah, they said he's a game.
Oh no, he good. Trust me, he good. He good. My dog gonna play. Who the Dolphins got Sunday?
Who the Dolphins play, Ash?
Who we got?
The Jacksonville.
Oh, hey, boy, Jackson, man. Hold on now. Jacksonville got Brian Thomas Jr., boy.
Yeah, and they got Gabe Davis, and they got Christian
Kirk. Hey, yeah.
And they got the tight end
Ingram.
They signed a couple of years ago.
Hey, man.
Evan Ingram.
Nah, Jalen got to play now. He got to play.
And Jalen Ramsey on the injury report.
My dog gonna hurt. He ain't hurt. He good. He got to play. Hey, that goddamn Brian Thomas Jr. Hey, man.
He's on the injury report, Ocho, with a hamstring. Mike McDaniel said the other day he was uncertain if he's going to play on Sunday.
For real?
He didn't practice Wednesday or Thursday.
I don't like that. I don't even like the way that sounds. Jalen, soft tissue injury. T. Higgins, soft tissue injury. And listen, there's only one common denominator. It comes down to one thing. Nutrition.
What?
Because I know they eating healthy. And that's a problem. Jalen, I know you're gonna see this. Hey, T. Higgins, I know you're gonna see this. Y'all need to holler at me, man. Y'all need to holler at me. I don't care about none of them nutritionists and all them specialists that they got in at these facilities. They're telling you all this stuff you don't need to be hearing. We need to build a callus in the body. You need to come see me. Ocho versus science.
Don't listen to Ocho.
Hey, listen to me. Never been hurt. Never been hurt.
Listen to Ocho.
The proof is in the pudding. Never been hurt. I played reckless.
Man, let me move.
I played reckless.
Jay Daniel says he wrote down C.J. Stroud's stats from his rookie season on his phone to challenge himself for rookie campaign. C.J. Stroud, 64% completion, 4,108 yards, 8 yards per attempt, 23 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Do you think Jaden Daniels can pull it off and top C.J. Stroud's rookie stats?
Absolutely. You know why he can do it? I'm a whisper. You know why he can do it? He got Terry McLaurin. You want to know what else? Naomi Brown. Brown.
Okay.
You know what? I don't even know who the third receiver is. I don't know who the third receiver is.
Look, I think
he can do it.
I mean, CJ, Tank Dell, Nico Collins, the tight end, Dalton Schultz played extremely well. Noah Brown played really well. Oh, yeah, it looked like it came.
Wait, who hurt? Jordan Love?
Jordan Love. Ooh, yeah. Like
It's bad.
ooh,
It's
I don't
bad.
even want to speculate. I'm gonna let them. Yeah, it didn't
I
look
think
good.
I think it's just a grade 1 ankle sprain.
Okay.
I mean, high ankle sprain.
Okay. That looked like something that is knee jerk, but I'm gonna let
Ah,
them. Like, I don't want to even put that out there. Peyton Manning is rooting for a rookie quarterback to break his undesirable record. He told P. Mac, he said he would like to see somebody pass his mark for the most interceptions thrown by a rookie. Peyton said, rookie quarterbacks is always a little struggle with me. I wanted to get the interception record that I held broken. I don't want Bo Nix to break it, but if a quarterback in Washington or Chicago breaks it, I'm still pulling for him. I'm a quarterback fan, but I got to get that off my
ain't
resume.
happening. It ain't happening. Wait, what was the record? Was it 13 to 18? What?
28.
28 in one season?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Ain't no way in hell Peyton was that bad his rookie year now.
Yeah, they were. he were and they were. But
yeah.
You got to realize that man came in calling his own plays from the jump. How many rookie quarterbacks would you trust to call their own plays right now? Okay, every rookie quarterback. Let's just say Jaden Daniels, Caleb Williams, Bo Nix, McCarthy's hurt. So whomever, Penix Jr., you gonna trust them to call their own plays, Ocho? Hell no.
Damn.
Absolutely
I ain't know Peyton
not.
had free reign like that as a rookie.
What?
I ain't know that.
Man, look here, man. Peyton is always always been Peyton. He's always been Peyton. He's always wanted all that on his plate. He ran walkthroughs. He ran walkthroughs. He ran walkthroughs. I want this is what I want. Hey, he got to play. This is what I want. Right. This is how I want it to go. This is the tempo.
Right.
He's doing all that. Yes.
That's dope.
Yes.
That's
yes.
dope. Man, that's crazy.
Yes. But I don't blame you, Peyton. Peyton set the record after being drafted first overall in 1998. The Colts finished 13-3. He threw 26 touchdowns, 28 interceptions.
Damn.
Coach Prime says Travis Hunter will play offense and defense in the NFL. Let's take a listen to what Time had to say.
How can you say what a person can't do just because you can't fathom it? No one has seen a guy go both ways like he goes.
Sure.
And you say, well, he can't do that. Yes, he can. That's what he does. That's all he knows.
Yeah.
So how are you going to tell a man what he can't do? And the scouts ask me every day, what is he? I say he's a football player. If you put him on offense in the NFL and you don't have him on defense, you're going to look like a fool because he's going to be your best defensive player not playing. And the same thing vice versa. So the best thing for you to do is draft him to whatever and have a package ready for him on the opposing side.
That's it. That's what I said the other night. Remember? Yeah, I said,
yes.
Listen, I said the money is at the receiver position. So if he gets drafted, which I'm thinking probably will be somewhere within the top 5 or top 3, is you're drafting him as a receiver. Travis Hunter, if you see this, you're being drafted as a receiver because that's where the money is. But what teams are going to do wherever you do go or happen to go, I'm sure they will have a small package for you on the opposite side of the ball. And I said coming in as a nickel on third downs. That's what I just said 2 weeks or however long ago it was. And I think that would be great.
Yeah, I agree.
But doing it every play at the highest level, now that ain't happening. Now that ain't happening. And you got to see the number one receiver. Oh no! And then you got to come back and double back on offense.
Hey, see the number one DB,
boy.
No. Nope. There's a reason why it hasn't happened. There've been a lot of talented guys. But to ask, that's a huge ask. To say that to do it every time, and I agree with Time. If you're gonna have packages, if he plays defense, you have a couple of packages come in, you throw him a fade or you throw a route that you want to get him involved in. But to ask him to say, okay, you're going to play 65 plays of offense, 65 plays of defense, 130 plays, that's not happening.
Not.
It hadn't happened in a very long time, and the guys weren't as talented, weren't as good as they are now. So, yeah, back in the 30s and 40s and 50s, Ocho, we played both ways in high school.
Yeah. Sure, I played. I played both ways
game.
in the Pro Bowl.
But as that level raises,
Boy, you exerting a lot of energy, Unc. You exerting a lot of energy.
And we saw it impact them some last year. Who did play Stanford? Remember Stanford? That dude had 300 yards because he played offense and defense.
Yeah.
That guy in Stanford, he ain't a top 20 receiver. He ain't a top 30 receiver in the NFL.
I'm excited. Yeah.
So I agree.
Yeah,
packages, not every single down.
I'm excited.
Packages. So whatever he is, whatever position that he's drafted to play, be a corner, you have a package of plays. I'm just saying, okay. Whatever they draft him as, you have a package for him on the other side of the ball. But it's not a situation where he plays extensively on the other side.
You know what Travis Hunter could also be? A first player in the NFL, right? You see how wide receivers are getting paid 35 a year, 35 or 30. Matter of fact, Travis Hunter would be the first one that gets paid double because he offers more than just one position. Hey, I like that.
We see that a lot.
So he can make 30. Well, by the time he gets to the league, it'll probably be, and he's up, he can make $40 million a year with an extra added bonus for playing on the defensive side of the ball, an extra 15 million.
We saw like a lot of times, like Suggs.
Terrell Suggs.
They tried to, and he was like, "Nah, I play D line because I'm going with it." Because like it's the same thing with Michael Parsons. Michael says, "I want to be a D lineman because the D lineman make more money." You know, I'm Joey Bosa. Nick Bosa. Nick is the highest paid, making $34 million a year.
Shit, he make more than TJ Watt.
He's probably wants to get. Yeah, I think Watt makes like 25, 27 maybe. I think, Myles Garrett makes like 25. What you call him is the second highest paid CJ. Chris Jones, he makes 31 and a half.
Yeah.
So them D linemen will be making that bread. So Michael's going to want to be classified as a D lineman, probably an edge rusher.
I like it.
Not to stand up. Ocho, check this out. A woman co-signed a $60,000 loan for her ex. Ocho, watch this.
So you co-sign your ex's
You're a good woman. You're a good
student loan.
It's a good woman
I
right
did.
there.
Okay. How much were the loans that you signed for?
This is the real
question. 60,000.
Takia! 60,000 US dollars.
Film school?
A dreamer?
Did he graduate?
Takia! No! Takia! No! Takia!
Before he even finished, we were broken up.
Oh. Did he pay the loans back?
So here's the thing.
Takia, you done said that line every time you say it. It's bad stuff.
Here's the thing.
Bad stuff.
Here's the worst.
He never paid that loan.
Oh. Are they paid off now? Or are you still paying?
So here's the thing.
Oh, Takia, stop saying that. Jamie, it's terrible.
The loan grew to $170,000.
Takia, $170,000.
Yes.
Girl, you can buy a home.
Yes.
You've been hitting the minimum on it?
So here's the thing. Y'all know God is good, right?
Oh, God is good. Don't tell me Joe Biden. Don't tell me Joe Biden. Don't forgave the loan.
Hey, they forgave the loan. Oh, she got lucky.
That wasn't no God. The devil.
Yes,
God is good. But the devil made you do that.
But
that was the devil.
Listen,
that ain't no way in hell.
She's a remember Waiting Exhale, right? Remember what Whitney Houston mama told about old boy? He's a good man, Savannah. He's a good man, Savannah. That was a good woman. A good woman that's willing to do that for you for some loans. Come on now.
Man, look here.
You don't think so? It's hard enough to get women. It's hard enough to get women.
I ain't co-signing for my kids.
Right.
I'm just gonna pay it because you're not finna mess up my 800 plus credit with some bull jive. And I'm definitely not doing it for a non-family member.
Hey, Unc, can I tell you something?
The Unc Ocho.
Can I tell you something?
Look, my grandma got stuck after my grandfather died. She had done co-sign. My grandfather had a farm, and she had done co-sign on so much fertilizer and farm equipment. Man, do you know how long it took my grandmother to pay off? I mean, $5,000, paying $25 a month.
Can I tell you something? Do you understand how fortunate that young fellow was to have a woman do something like that for him? Do you know how difficult it is to find a woman that's willing to extend themselves in that manner? In that manner, let alone the small things? But if you think about it today, in today's era, in today's society, everything is on us. Think about it now.
Mm-hmm.
Everything is on us. Everything. We have to do everything. You got to court, you got to buy, you got to do this. And if they do buy you something, it's probably your money anyway. You know?
True.
So the fact that she was willing to do this out of maybe love or whatever it may have been at that time.
Yeah, it's got to be love. What else could it be?
You know, listen,
who the hell giving $60,000?
The funny thing about it is when you're in love, you do things that you wouldn't do when you're not in love because you're thinking in your right mind.
Nah, they say love is blinding. I ain't got no cataracts. I can see just fine. So 60,000, Ocho?
Be honest. If you was in love with a woman right now, you would tell her no.
I ain't paying no $60,000 on shit. Oh, nothing.
I just said, you didn't listen to the scenario. If you were in love.
What? No, Ocho, that's my wife is one thing. A girlfriend? 60 grand?
Hold on. Girlfriend and wife, the rules are basically the same. The only thing that's different is the document in the ring.
Because you know what's happening? Because when they broke up and she left the play, he beating somebody else back in. Now, guess what? I paid for those loans. I'm paying that loan off, and somebody got a bent over the balcony. Oh, hey. Oh, hell no. Come on, Ocho.
Well, let me tell you. Listen, I had a wonderful, beautiful saying that I've been saying all my life. What you have to understand. Now, I think we are put on earth to experience people. We're put on earth to experience people. And at times, my grandfather told me a long time ago, son, listen, you're going to meet people. And I want you to always remember, she's not yours. It's just your turn. She's not yours. It's just a turn. So you really can't think like that. Now, for me, for instance, you do things to extend that vacation. You do all the right things you can to extend that vacation and that stay as much as possible. You know, and you do all you can to keep an individual happy so it maintains itself long term.
Look, I think the thing is, Ocho, for a situation like yourself, me or yourself, 60 grand, that's a lot of money. But I ain't gonna lose a night. Right. 60 grand for her is probably like
Okay. I see what you mean. Yes, sir. Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? 60 grand is different for different people. For her, that is a stretch. I'm not losing sleep.
That's how you know it was love.
But the problem is, Ocho, is that, like I said, look, if I care about you, I want what's best for you. I don't want even most of the women that I've dated, and they'll tell you this. All of them. If they've ever asked me for something and I could do it,
Whoa.
Now within reason now.
Okay, I was
Within
waiting on that part.
Within
Okay, I was
reason.
waiting on that.
Because here, look, now, a lot of times I've been in situations and they've always did me a solid. They didn't say anything negative about me, didn't say anything bad. So they always good. In my book, they could always, hey, Shannon, I need X. Okay, I got you. Shannon, I need Y. Because I'm never going to say anything bad about you. No matter what is transpired behind closed doors, that's why I don't do anything publicly. Because I can break up privately. I can get with someone privately. But if I date publicly, if I'm posting and I'm doing all this, the moment then people start to try to fish and try to figure things out. But any woman that I've dated, say in the last 30 years, if they've ever asked for something monetarily, and I could help them, I did.
Okay. Yeah, I like how you said within reason. I like how you threw that, within reason. Because sometimes they'll continue to take and push the limits to see how far they can go.
They know. Look, no, I mean, I had one did me one solid. I ain't gonna tell y'all what the solid is, but when it came down, she said, "Well, Shannon, I need a house. I don't have a down payment."
Hey, come on now. You said that a little too casually.
Listen to me.
You said that too casually.
Listen to me, Ocho. She did me a solid. I mean, a real solid. Your boy was jammed up.
Okay.
I was in a bind. I said, I tell you what. In this situation, she could have came to me and got 60,000. She could have came to me and got 100,000. But she didn't do that. You said, I just need the down payment. I said, well, how much is the down payment? She said X. I said, if I give you Y, how much would your monthly payments be? Because I wanted to be as easy as it possibly can. So I tried to make it as easy as I possibly could so her monthly payments would be something that she could manage where she wouldn't have to come back. Because I was in no position, I would have had no choice considering what she did for me.
I like that. I understand, wholeheartedly understand where you coming from. Based on circumstance. I like that. But you're a real one. You're real.
Look here. If you ever, any of my coaches, my coach, my college, my high school coach, I bought him a car. My remedial and Spanish teacher, every game, she didn't want anything. She said, Shannon, I just want to come see you play. I'm just so proud of you. But women that have been in my life that have been good and didn't try to harm, because everybody ain't good. But if they've been good, they know they can get it. And I don't want nothing in return. It ain't no, oh, you getting the good. No. I ain't spun the block. I have it.
Yeah. Why you okay? You.
But she did. Hey, what she did for me? Like I said,
I understand.
Oh yeah.
You ain't got to go in depth. I from the passion and your passion in your delivery, I already know I'm with you.
And didn't bat an eye.
I've been in that situation maybe once. Yeah.
Hey.
Yes,
little did she know, hell, I'd have bought the house. Why you bull jiving? Because I was in a position then. Now, oh, she could have said, Shannon, I need $300,000 for a house. I'm like, can I give you the money? And I just paid a note on it.
Right.
My financial people go be asking some questions. I go pull $300,000 out of this account. But what if I gave you $100,000 and I just paid a note on it? I give you the money to pay the note. But the thing we do, Ocho, look, I said, if you look, I said, me, Chad, I'll keep it stacked with you. Women that have ever dealt with me, I got one simple thing: protect the brand. You protect the brand, I got you.
I like that.
Don't talk about me. We do what we do, did what we did, leave it at that. That's why people don't know, man. I didn't know. No, you weren't supposed to know. The less they know, the less people can talk. Now they can gossip, and it's easy to refute a lie.
Yeah. Protect the brand, Rail. Protect the brand. And I ain't sleeping on the motherfucking couch no more. Think this is, man. Tried to put me on the goddamn couch. Shoot. She
Put you
tried.
on the couch?
She tried. I just slept on the floor right there by the bed.
Yeah, but I mean, you like I said, my kids, like even my kids now, they know 60 grand. What the hell you need 60 grand for? Nah, you have to come work. You have to come work for me. I just can't give you 60 grand.
Oh man. Damn. What up?
Now it's time for
Hey, Matt, anybody in the chat in Chicago want to pick me up from the airport tomorrow? Anybody in the chat in Chicago, y'all want to pick me up from the airport tomorrow? I want to go get soul food.
Dr. Frank, you got a lot of stickers up there. Dr. Frank, you got about 5 stickers up there. Black Paul Phoenix, can I get a nightcap hat? It looks so cool. We got them we got them on the merch. We got them on the site. It's pinned at the top of the chat, bro.
All white.
Black Paul Phoenix. We appreciate that, man. Yeah, that cat real nice. Go on and get one of them. Derek Jr. said, will you guys ever do a show in LA? If so, I'm there. That might be on the right now. We're still trying to work out where the obviously the next tour to stop is going to be in New Orleans at the Super Bowl.
New Orleans.
That's what we can definitively say. It will be probably that Thursday before that game that Sunday. So that's our next one. But late spring, we're probably going to do 5 to 10 cities. Probably circle back and hit Atlanta and Houston. But there's some other places that we want to go and show our fans the appreciation by going out and doing live shows in that area. So LA might be one.
Matter of fact, let me tell you, let me give you the lay of the land for the chat. If you're watching right now, let me tell you, if you're gonna be in New Orleans, I'm gonna give you a layout of the land on how it's gonna be for Nightcap in New Orleans for Super Bowl. First of all, it's gonna be smoke, right? Smoke gonna be coming out. And then the announcer gonna be like, and coming to the stage is Unc and Ocho. And then the fireworks, the pyro, what you call them? Pyro what? Yeah, the pyrotechnics. They're gonna be coming out the fire, they're gonna be coming out the thing, right? And it's gonna be smoke everywhere. And all of a sudden, you're gonna hit a second line. Then the second line gonna be going. So the second line bang gonna come out, and then me and Unc will be with the second line coming out, and then we're gonna be on stage. Doing the footwork, and the footwork gonna be moving, and then the whole crowd. Where we gonna be at? Where we gonna be at New Orleans?
We try to lock down a venue.
Well, whatever venue we're gonna be at, we're gonna be with the second line, right? We're gonna be on stage going. You got your foot. You got to get your hips right now, so your footwork be on point with the second line, and we're gonna be going right.
Okay.
And then Miss Frida. I know Miss Frida is big out there in New Orleans, so Miss Frida gonna come out and she gonna be,
who is Miss Frida?
Ain't she from? I don't know. I think she famous in New Orleans. I don't know. I'm just calling names. I just hear sometime, but that just how it's gonna be though. Yeah, it's gonna be nice. That's my idea.
Okay.
Yeah. Second line.
We'll see how that
Second
goes.
line.
Dr. Frankie L. Bellamy said, I'm loving you and Ocho in the Olipop commercial. I hope y'all have more coming. We do. We working. We putting a lot. You see, Ash got me up here tonight. I just knew I was going to have Friday night off. I'm like, man, I just had to Ash. Thursday night, Friday night, Saturday night, Sunday night, and Monday night. Mm-hmm. Damn. A said, Ocho, only wedge you know is potato wedge. Look at that like a Jamaican stepfather.
But I'm telling you, I used to be in the wedge, boy. I used to be in the wedge. I'm telling you, we used to listen. I'm gonna tell you, chat, man, y'all be playing with me. Look at the film. Look at the special teams footage. Look at the special team footage from my rookie year with the
Hold
Bengals.
on.
I was in the middle of the wedge. Boom. They used to kick off, right? Boom. I would lock arms. Listen, Lorenzo Neal was on my left and Reggie Kelly was on my right, and we would lock arms. And whoever the wedge buster was, they would always try to pick on me, but I would always win that battle. I'm telling you.
I don't know if they're the special teams or you on kickoff or kick return or punt or punt return, but they damn sure some footage of me out there.
I'm telling you, it's out there, man. YouTube me, man.
Ron Duvall said, "Hey, brothers, having a rough few days, but the show always helps. Thanks for what you guys do. God bless." Ron, guess what? Sunshine follows rain. And look, I know sometimes it gets tough, sometimes, but one thing you can't do, you can't give up. Just get up, put one foot in front of the other, and realize that today is going to be better than yesterday, and tomorrow's going to be better than today. And that's how you got to approach it. That's it.
Dude, I'm right with you too, because all my days ain't good. Shit, my day ain't good right now.
No.
But I'm still smiling. And I got my nightcap hat on.
But you know what? Ron, you were able to get up this morning. Your blood running warm in your veins. You had use of your limbs. It was you was in your right mind. And the first thing you should have did before you put your feet on the floor, God, thank you for allowing me to see another day. Because you know what? Somebody had an appointment to see you. That's the only appointment you can't reschedule. Because when he signed your name, you got to come on home. Ron, you got another day, bro. I mean, sometimes we think about what we don't have, but you have the most important thing. Yeah. You have life. I was listening to a lady that works in a hospice, and she said, and she wrote down, I think she wrote a book or something about when people, about the transition, what do they wish for? They wish for time. They wish they had told someone they loved them. They wish they had traveled more. They never wish for more money because where they're going is not accepted.
Well,
every day I wake up is a great day. And people like, and that's what I tell people. I tell people all the time. I say it's a great day to be alive if you consider the alternative. Now, we all know we got to leave here. But I ain't in no hurry. I ain't afraid of dying, but I'm not going to speed up the process. And I just think the thing sometimes we don't realize just how fortunate we are because we look at what we don't have. Well, we ain't got the nicest house and we don't have the nicest car and we ain't got hundreds of thousands in the bank. Well, if you got life, all that other stuff, there are a lot of people that's bedridden and have those things and don't know they have it. Man, when you got your help, nothing else matters. Nothing else matters. Because I've been on both sides of the spectrum. I mean, when everybody's around you and poor, you don't realize how poor you are, Ocho. When everybody lives exactly like you live. It wasn't until you go to, they got cereal and they get milk and they got orange juice and they got, I'm like, well, damn. Ron, you don't realize how good you got it. I know sometimes, bro, it gets hard. But somebody got it rougher than you. Sabri Brian Martinez, love the show. My young sister Maya is halfway through chemo. She loves watching you guys. Can you give us some encouraging words? Maya, you're doing an unbelievable job. Congratulations, halfway through chemo. Hopefully this thing goes in transmission and you come out the other side healthy and better than
Maya.
Ever. So the crew at Nightcap, myself, I'm going to let Ocho speak for himself, but myself and one half of the Nightcap crew, we want to encourage you to keep God in your prayers, believe, and you're going to come out on this thing on the other side being amazing. So congratulations, Maya. Hopefully, hey, Brian, you call us back. You text us back and let us know how sis doing because we want her and your family to all the best. So you guys are in our prayers.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Ocho.
Mate, stay strong out there. Obviously, always start every day. Start every day with prayer. Always. You keep him first and you keep on fighting. You keep on fighting and keep on smiling. That's it.
That's all you got to do. Tiffany Williams, I got my first can of ginger ale Olipop. It's pretty good. I'm currently a Delta flight attendant. My question is, I know you guys like the snack basket, but what's your favorite first class meal? I like the damn, it was a barbecue something.
I know what mine
The
is.
hell? Y'all had some meal, I want to shout them out, but when I go there, yes, so y'all see the Sparks brothers, y'all go give me a free meal. It was a barbecue something.
Damn, I can't remember what it is.
Yeah.
Hey,
sometimes I used to like the burger. I just used to like the plain burger. Ocho,
wait,
they had
she
burger.
said on
and
a
that
plane,
was good for me. Yeah, burger. They Delta used to do burgers.
Okay. It's last year, when I used to fly for inside the NFL every week. American Airlines, I was on the same flight every time, and most of the time I would get the same meal. It was macaroni and cheese and beef rib. How you say it? Beef rib tips.
Yeah.
Am I saying that?
Short rib. Yeah, the barbecue short rib.
That's what it was.
That's what it was on
that
Delta.
shit
Short
was
rib.
so good with the macaroni and cheese. That shit
Barbecue
was so
short
good. Now I started back last week, and I was on American, and I didn't get that goddamn beef short ribs and macaroni and cheese.
I thought, well, what happened to Spirit?
I just told you, this is inside the NFL flying me out, not me.
That's okay. They'll fly you Spirit if
Well,
you
this
want
is
to.
what, this is
That's one
this
thing
is
I know
what
about
they
this.
put me on. When I go places for myself, I fly Spirit.
If you tell them, they will put you on. I guarantee you. I know how this works. I worked for networks for 3 years. I worked at CBS for a decade. I worked at Fox for 7 years, and I work at ESPN. They will put you on whatever airline you tell them.
Do you want me to tell them? I'm just asking.
No.
Well,
you
listen,
said.
they did all this before I could say anything. Now I don't have a problem with it because it's what I've been flying all my life. The fact that they booked everything in advance, I didn't want to make it an inconvenience.
How they know where you coming from?
Because they know where I live. I live in Miami. Anytime I'm going to work, I'm coming from Miami.
Normally what they do, even Ash, they ask Ash where she have her most, where she have the miles at, and what airline she wants to fly. With Jordan is like, okay, I got X, Y, and Z. Okay, but since we go into the same, they're going to probably be on the flight that I'm on. But they ask, hey, Shannon, there's an American flight, there's a Delta flight, there's a United flight, there's a Southwest flight.
But see, did you hear everything you just said? You naming 2 and 3 people that you travel with when I do everything on my own.
No. I'm saying, Ash, a lot of times when I go, Jordan and I go, Jordan is really the only one that travels every time I go because I'm going to shoot Club Shay Shay, or we're going to do Nightcap in my room. Ash doesn't always go. But when it's dealing with ESPN, Ash is going to go. Now, normally, sometimes I have to leave earlier. So Ash should come at a later date and time, but Jordan will be on the flight with me. But they will ask, Shannon, there's an American flight leaving at such and such time. There's a Southwest flight leaving at this time. There's a Delta flight that's leaving at that time. There's also a such and such. So this notion that they don't
need to do it for me because they did it already because they know I'm coming from Miami. So there was no need for all that.
So in other words, you don't want to fly Spirit.
I've been flying Spirit the past 20-something years, so I'm not sure what you're getting at.
So why wouldn't you tell them to fly you Spirit?
Because I didn't want to inconvenience them because they had already booked the flights. Listen. Hold on.
First of all, do you know how many people travel? Do you know how many people are traveling?
And just me.
Inconvenience them.
It's just me.
I know.
So contractually,
but they got Ryan Clark. They booking travel for Ryan.
They coming from all this. They coming from all over the place. I'm pretty simple. I'm coming from Miami. I'm coming from Miami, the same place every week, every time, same flight.
That's what Coach Belichick is coming from. He's coming from his home in Massachusetts.
But Bill got about 30. Bill got 27 jobs like me.
He home. So you could theoretically, Chad, if he wanted to fly Spirit, he could. He liked the first class tickets. He liked them first class seats. He liked those accommodations.
I like my Spirit flights, seat 18A, window, leg room, and I bring my own food with me. And they got Wi-Fi. Yeah, I'm just letting you know. Ain't nothing changed.
Guess what? First class got out. Delta got that.
I don't fly Delta. I fly American. They put me on American.
Yeah, I mean, because look, sometimes Delta. I'm trying to fly nonstop.
Oh yeah,
I don't like
listen, I don't mind depending on where I'm stopping. I like the people watch.
I mind.
I like the people watch. Listen, Atlanta.
I mind.
If I have a layover in Atlanta, I don't care. I walk around, put my hoodie on, put my sunglasses on, sit down somewhere, get me coffee, and it's so interesting watching people walk through the airport. I don't know why. I don't know what it is about that. That's an extreme sport to me. People watching, because everybody's so interesting.
No. I'm going, hey, look, I don't do the layovers.
You bougie.
Nah, I look, Ocho, I don't have time. I'm trying to get from point A to point B.
See what I mean? See what I mean? Yeah, time is money, but I have no problem laying over because that money is going to be there when I get there. Whatever's for you, listen to me. Whatever's for you is for you. No matter when you get there, if God wants you to have it, you're going to get it.
That's why he put me on a flight that's nonstop. That's direct. He said, Chad, I want you to get. He said, I want you to get to this money. I'll put you on a direct flight to wherever you need to go. But over the last, I ain't gonna lie to Ocho, over the last 4 months, I've probably flown more American and United in the past 4 months than I've flown in the past 30 years. Because it's always been Delta. Delta direct to New York, Atlanta, wherever the case may be. Now you got to fly American, fly to Dallas, Delta, I mean, in Houston, you got to fly American, or you fly, I was like, I'm trying to get like 5 million miles on Delta.
You like Delta better than American? Oh, hold on.
I do.
Hold on. What you know about this? Please tell me you've flown JetBlue, but the Mint, is it the Mint experience? The Mint something, where the cabin has the LED lights.
The only blue I'm trying to fly is sky blue.
So you haven't flown like the seats recline. I mean, like damn near lay all the way back.
No, I've heard it, but you know what, Ocho? Somebody was telling me about that, about JetBlue, and they got this upgraded experience. No, I've never flown JetBlue.
You got it. I
flown Eastern before they went bankrupt and went out of business.
I did some West Coast to East Coast, and there was I think it's called the Mint experience or the Mint something. I went on a flight. I was like, oh my God, boy, I like this. I like it.
Mint condition, I think, is a group though, Ocho. But okay,
I said
I know what you're talking about.
I said mint condition. oh, that's a good one. Hey, that was funny. Mint condition.
No, I mean, you know who Sky Bree is, Ocho? Sky Bree.
Sky Bree. Is it a rapper? Sky Bree. Shit. Listen, if it ain't soccer or football related, man, I don't really be knowing too much. I apologize. I apologize to the chat as well.
No, don't apologize to me. I mean, I tried to, you say Sky.
Yeah, mint something.
No, I thought you was talking about. She's I mean, when you get off, when you Google her.
Let me see. Sky Bree. I got my phone right here in front of me. How you spell Sky? Is that with one Y or two?
Yeah.
You said yeah. You ain't even answer. Sky one. Sky. I mean, Sky.
SKYBRI.
Sky. Okay. Take my glasses off so I can see. Yeah, that's Hey, Unc, I like my coffee dark, man.
Okay, Ocho, I just said you talking about the Sky. I like.
Oh,
this guy too.
okay. I mean, yeah, I mean, yeah,
Oh, I ain't tell y'all to my some of us got wives. I ain't tell y'all to Google it. I was talking to Ocho.
Oh, I ain't know who it was. What? Oh, I ain't know that. I don't watch that stuff, boy. I'm saved now. I backslide every blue moon, but I don't know nothing about her.
I don't watch it no more either. I don't watch it no less either.
Hey. I ain't know who that was.
Hey, Kipper Norwood Jr. said, who wins the NFC East? Eagles or the Cowboys? Who you got, Ocho?
We got to give the Cowboys a chance to play first. We got to give them a chance to play first. Yeah, I mean, basically what we saw tonight, it was up and down. It was sloppy in the beginning. Then there were spurts of greatness, flashes of greatness from both sides, from both teams. Yeah, I need to see more. I need to see everybody.
But Ocho, what you call them? Division opponents, man. You throw that stuff out the window. It don't matter how they look. You play in my division. When we played the Raiders, Kansas City, or the Chargers, Seattle, when they was in our division, no matter how good they look. Oh, y'all think y'all gonna come in here and just get an easy win? Oh, we played Pittsburgh and in the AFC, it used to be the AFC Central. It was us, Pittsburgh, Cincinnati, Cleveland, Tennessee, Jacksonville, and so it was like 6 teams before they realigned and went four division, 6 division and 4 teams. It's 8 divisions and 4 teams. So 4 and 4 AFC, 4 NFC. So 4 and 4, 16 and 16. Yeah. But no. Division, you throw that out the window. Yeah. Because we know y'all. We've been playing y'all twice a year
NFC
for 10
general.
years. Yeah. But you know how the Eagles feel about the Cowboys. You know how the Cowboys feel about the Eagles. You know how the Eagles feel about Washington. You know how Washington feel about the Giants.
Yeah.
Ain't no love lost. Misery loves company. If we're not going to the playoffs, I'm doing everything I can to keep y'all.
I know one thing: the Commander gonna be in the hunt. Because everything starts with the quarterback position. And one thing about the Commanders, they got a goddamn quarterback now.
Mario Chiquito, love y'all. Do you have any good stories from playing Seattle Seahawks back in the day? I'm looking forward to Sunday's game against the Broncos. Man, I used to love playing in the old Kingdom. I don't know if you're old enough to remember the Kingdom, but that man, excuse me, guy, that place would get to rocking. And man, they had Rufus Porter, they had Tez, they had Boogie Bryant, they had Joe Nash, they had Black. Man, they had a really good defense. They were and that place, that Kingdom, man, they hold like 55,000 maybe. But that thing was, oh man. I had a girlfriend from Seattle.
What's the name?
I ain't no. Woo.
She was fine.
Was she?
Hey, Google her, see if she
Nah, I think she married
look up her Instagrams.
I don't know if she even on
find
Instagram.
her Facebooks.
Yeah, I ain't even on Facebook.
But see if she got TikToks.
I'm on Facebook.
No,
I'm good.
You say she was fine.
Ocho, just leave. Ocho, it's okay to remember to reminisce and not try to reconnect.
I mean, why not? Why something wrong with your Wi-Fi? Is something wrong with your Wi-Fi?
Ocho, she married. Ocho, there are some people that I've dealt with. They're married. I know they're married. Yeah.
You know I love soccer, right? Just because of goddamn goalie and goal don't mean you can't score.
No, yeah, dude. Ocho, this is what we know about men and women. He might not even love his wife no more. He might not even love his girlfriend no more. But let another man show interest. It's too many out there. I definitely don't want somebody that she got a man. After what I saw in Houston, I wish I might. I don't care. I don't care how fine she is. Look, Ocho, I told you that my grandfather said, boy, everybody has somebody. It's just to what extent. They married, they got a fiance, they got a significant other. They're seeing somebody. It does not matter. Ain't nobody walking out there scot-free. So with that being said, after what I saw in Houston, Texas, the best decision I made is one of the few times I didn't listen to Ash Ass, because he was definitely trying to steer me to go to Houston. I said, oh no. Something, hey, like you say,
Yeah,
God speak to you. He spoke to me, Ocho, because he know. Like I said, you got to, if somebody, hey, you got a wife, you got a husband, you got a boyfriend. I don't care if, well, we just broke up. No, I'm good. I'm good. Because I done got too big. I done got too old to tussle. And I'm Ocho, I'm shooter brother size. That's the size. Ain't nobody really trying to lock up with me. I already know. They gonna put bugs on my shirt. So I just leave that alone, man.
What that was?
When I was younger, I threw caution to the wind. Oh, you got somebody? Well, he ain't here right now. Where he at? You know what I'm saying? That's bad disrespect. As you get older, you start to realize, hey, Shannon, let that go. I'm cool with that.
I like what you said, though. Everybody got somebody. It's just to what extent. I like that.
Boy, I told you, look here, Ocho. The best thing to ever happen. I've only been to Houston, prior to just to hang. I've been to Houston one time. But to go to be in Houston and to see the best thing to happen, God know what he did. He said, I'm going to let you go to Houston. I'm going to let you spend a couple of days in Houston, but I'm going to let your black ass be 50-something years old. Because he know if he'd have put me in Houston at 30.
No, you wouldn't have been able to do it?
No, there'd have been no nightcap. There would have been no nightcap. As Clint Eastwood said, every man got to know his limitation. I know what my weaknesses are. I know what my blind spots are. Houston ain't for me. And it's okay. It's okay. No, man.
You know, when I think about it, when I think about it, like, I mean, me and Real was playing around, talking about it. Like, if Real was like, well, hell, even if you did leave in Houston, your ass don't go no motherfucking goddamn where anyway. I mean, I'm in Miami. I don't go no goddamn where as is.
I don't go nowhere either.
I don't know. I think that it's. I have a problem. I need to get out the house. I need to do stuff. I need to enjoy.
I got a problem too. And Houston would not help my problem. Because here's the thing, Ocho. If you're an alcoholic, what must you do every day? I must drive by a bar or a package store every day, and not one time can I stop and go in. I know what my weaknesses are. I know. Ain't no fool, man. Party ain't raised no fool.
But you got discipline, though, so you'll be fine.
I do got discipline. That's why I brought my ass to where that's why I'm here. Because I got discipline. But ain't no sense. Look, the thing is, yes, I have discipline, but I ain't buying cookies. I ain't buying Twinkies. I ain't buying donuts. I'm not bringing it in the house just so I can show you how strong my willpower is. Why would I do that? Why would I put myself in? I know where my what my weaknesses are, and put myself in that environment continuously. I'm asking for trouble.
Well, if you put the
and now I got these rubies.
But you know what they say. If you constantly put yourself in the way of temptation, at some point you get used to it and you ignore it.
Huh?
If you constantly put yourself in an environment where you feel you won't have discipline, at some point it becomes routine and you just ignore it. I'm just telling you. It's like forcing yourself
When the soccer's on television, you ignore it.
I'm
You don't watch soccer. You done been to UEFA. You done been to Copa. You done been to all the Liga.
Yeah.
You done been to all of them. When they come on, you
Absolutely not.
ignore it. Exactly. You see?
I don't like that analogy, but I got you.
I will stay my black ass
I
right
got
over
you.
here. Before next thing you know, why didn't you tell me? Tell you what, Ocho, I heard y'all the up will be daddy. Yo, big mouth ass. Oh no.
Hell no.
I already know how you gonna do it, Ocho. Ryan Rose says Sterling the GOAT made me fall in love with the Packers at 6 years old. Got Green Bay, got a green and white S jersey, GOAT. Ryan, appreciate that. Stephanie Warfield, congrats to Tara Woodall for winning gold in Paris, and her husband Hunter won gold today. He did. He won the I think it was the T38 or T62. They got so many different races, in the Olympics. Some are hearing impaired and some are visually impaired. 262. I think he ran sub 47 in the 400 meters. And he won gold. So Hunter Woodall, Jamal Hill, and Noah Malone. So they're very inspiring to watch. Man, I saw the Brazilian dude. They call him the Brazilian torpedo. I think he won the backstroke, ain't got no legs. I mean, he out. I think he might have had legs, but he ain't got no arms.
What?
He ain't got no arms, Ocho. That joker was moving.
Hold on. He ain't got no arm, so they call it the backstroke.
Yes. Gone. They couldn't get him. He was gone, Ocho. The Brazilian torpedo. What's his real name? Look up Brazilian torpedo.
How you was swimming, Unc?
He had no arms. What's his real name? But they call him the torpedo, right? Yeah, Ocho, you got to Google it when you get done. Man, my man was gone. Oh, he beat you, Ocho, in the backstroke.
Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Swimming is what I do. Swimming.
You ain't finna beat that man. So to all the Paralympians, congratulations. You're very, very inspiring to see you, to let everybody know that no matter what you might be going through or think what you've gone through, to see these men and women, young men and young women get out there and on the track and on the bike and shoot. A guy from America, he won the archery with no arms.
Oh, I saw that.
Yes. He won the archery with bullseye.
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, look here. So when I hear people talk about I can't do something and I see what I saw, what they be,
Everything is possible.
Anything is possible. Don Jr. said, my brother Reverend Darrell Williams' birthday is today. Uncle Ocho, can you give him a shout out?
Happy birthday, Rev.
Darrell Williams, happy birthday. Congrats. Enjoy your special day. Hopefully it was great. You were surrounded by friends, family, and loved ones. And celebrate today and many, many more to come.
To you. Yeah.
Nate Harper said, Uncle Ocho, I've loved the show since day one. My fiance Ashley is in the hospital with pancreatitis. Can you please send her prayers and good vibe all the way? Love y'all and thanks for the laughs. Ashley, man, Nate is worried about you, but we know you're in great hands. Get out of the hospital soon. Hopefully this pancreatitis sides and you be back up and on your feet. I've never had it, but I've been to know people that have had it and say it's very, 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 very painful. So Ashley, we wishing you a speedy recovery. The team here at Nightcap.
Praying for you, Ash. We're praying for you.
Simon Powell said, Uncle Ocho, I'm a teacher, coach in Ohio, and I was wondering if you guys remember the importance teacher junior high school. I try my best to support these kids in the classroom and in life. You got any important lessons?
From high school?
High school,
man,
junior
I can't
high.
remember nothing back then, but I was getting in trouble. Honestly. I was a knucklehead, man. Man, that was a knucklehead. High school. I remember CSI. I remember getting referrals, and I remember skipping class. I didn't do anything like in trouble. I'm just little dumb stuff, man. In other people PE class, other people lunch.
I had a smart
You
mouth.
too?
Yeah, that was my thing. Look, I knew how far to go because the last thing I wanted to do was get suspended and have to deal with Mary Porter. So that wasn't gonna happen. I was gonna do just enough. You know, me and the guy, we're gonna do this, we're gonna do this. And then you start thinking about it. Okay, I might get suspended. No, I'm not gonna do that. Y'all can do that. No, I couldn't do that. But I was very fortunate that I had teachers that I believe, that for the most part, I do believe that sincerely cared about me and my education. Although early in my career, I didn't really give a damn about education until I got to college. And because Miss Keels probably was the one, my Spanish teacher, she was my Spanish teacher, if you can believe this, Ocho, Spanish and remedial reading. She told me that I needed to take Spanish. I say, Miss Keels, I'm in remedial reading.
Spanish,
why would I take Spanish? She said it would help your Spanish. She said if she told me Spanish would help my reading. I said, you're going to help me repeat the 10th grade. That's what you're going to help me do. I said, if I'm struggling in reading English. But she convinced me. But she was always there. She stayed in touch with me even after I left. You know, I had her for my sophomore year in high school. Even my junior year, I played with her son. Her son was a year younger than me. Rest his soul, Matt. He's passed away. I think 2 of her 3 kids have passed. But she's still one of my favorite people. One of my favorite people. She sends me a card every birthday and every Christmas. I'm gonna get a card.
That's dope. That's dope.
Every birthday and every Christmas since 1990. I'm gonna get a card on Christmas. I'm gonna get a card for my birthday.
That's right.
I'm gonna get that. Every time she see my sister, she gonna ask, how's my son doing? So her and my high school coach, Coach Hall, who coached my mom, my uncles, they would drive. I'm in Denver, I'm in Baltimore, I'm coming to Jacksonville.
Right.
They're coming. I go to Tennessee, they're coming. Atlanta, they're coming. DC, they're coming. They're coming. They're going to come. Coach Hall and his wife, Miss Keels' husband was my junior high principal, Mr. Keels. Coach Hall and the Keels, they're very close friends, best friends. So they come in to see me. So that relationship is very special. I don't get a chance to get home, but when I do get home, I always tell Libby to let them know that I'm coming, and they always come by the house. Always. I mean, that's what, like, in college, Joyce McLemore, Joanne Green, Norman Elwell, Haynes Walton, Gay Hewitt, Steve Smith. I can damn near remember everything they said in the class. Probably Haynes Walton probably learned the most from him. He and Norman Elmore. Probably the most impactful was probably Joyce McLemore and Joanne Green. I can tell when someone sincerely want to help Shannon Sharpe. I can tell. And from the moment I stepped into these professors and doctors' class, there was just a vibe. You know, that word vibe that I could tell. Okay, they really want the best for me. They had no idea. Because, at that point in time, ain't nobody asking you, well, what do you want to be in life? Take the class and move on. But after a while, they just like, well, Shannon, I mean, you were always on class. I was never late in class, Ocho. Your boy had that thing, come Friday, slacks, button-down shirt, hard bottom shoes.
Where you sat at? You sat in the front or the back?
In the front. Because I knew the answers. I ain't no dumb. I was sitting in the front. I
Okay.
want people to know. I know what I'm talking about. And yes, I raised my
Okay.
hand.
Teacher's pet. Okay. I like that.
There you go to teacher's pet. They like, hey, Mr. Sharpe. Yeah, Ocho. Because guess what? The women went to class. I don't know what them guys thought the girl would go, hey, as my coach used to say, hey, ain't nobody taking no panties off the first quarter. It's going to be the second or the third quarters. And you dummies going to be flunked out and y'all going to get them right for somebody else. Ta-da.
That's a good one.
Guess who was around for 3 quarters for 4 years?
I like it.
Yeah, hey, y'all take them to the movies, send them flowers, get them cards. When you flunk out, you got to write.
Already ready, prep.
Mm-hmm. Hey, you got to understand, Ocho. I don't know why them guys thought like, bro, go to class. That's where the women are. The women are in class. And they had to see O'Shea every day. Everybody leave, Izod, Calvin Klein, Polo, Darksiders. What? Oh. That crease in them pants so sharp in the country.
Hey, what you call the yellow?
You know, back in the 80s, y'all know what I'm talking about. Back in the 80s, the crease, everything was crease.
You starch?
Niagara.
Yeah, with the yellow top.
Green and yellow can, yeah. I stand my pants up and they stand right there in the corner.
Oh yeah, I remember them days.
Iron that shirt had the little ironing board. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Had a little ironing board. We ain't had that kind of space to have no big ironing board. Had a little ironing board that you put on the bed. Mm-hmm. Hey, Ocho, would I say O'Shea was hell when he was well?
I know exactly what you're talking about. See, I can't share my stories. I don't.
You ain't never wrong if you're right.
Yeah, I don't want to get in the own like.
So you already the dog house.
I own the house, so I can't be in it.
That's okay. You on the couch though?
No, I'm sleeping at the step of the bed. Nah, ain't nobody. She ain't even here. She probably watching. She in Tampa right now.
Yeah, I tell you what, Ocho. You ever iron your money? I used to iron my money, Ocho.
Cause they keep.
Man, I put them on that thing.
Crispy.
I squirt that. I had squirt that.
Nah. No, only time I seen people iron money is when they got wet by accident.
I iron my money.
You want to be crispy or like clean?
I would have that crispy, Ocho. Crispy when I pull it out.
That's a new one.
I hadn't carried a wallet. We was growing up, my grandfather said that was a poor excuse for a man not to carry a wallet. So he made my brother not carry a wallet. You probably ain't gonna go to the South. In fact, you might now, but I'm saying when I was growing up, I've never seen a man, I'm talking about until I was probably in my 30s, in the South that didn't have a they call them a billfold.
Yeah. In fact,
ain't had no money there. Man, my granddaddy's back was messed up because all he had was bills up in there. Because back then they kept every bill. Phone bill, light bill, gas bill. They kept all them bills, and they normally kept them in their back pocket.
Well, I wonder why they did that back then.
Yep.
Damn.
Kept all the bills. Because you never know. They might, they not finna double charge you. Little do they know that sometimes they will try to get over on you.
You got to be on top of all that.
Barty Porter wasn't having that. But then as I got older, I just started putting my money. I got a money clip that I've had that I put rubber bands on that I've had for probably 30 years. I'm Ocho, you know what's the word?
Yeah.
Sentimental. I'm big in
keeping something for a very long time.
Long time.
Okay. I see what you mean.
Oh, if my brother, my sister, my grandmother gave me something, I still got it.
Right.
I still got it. I got silver dollars that my sister gave me when I was like 10 or 11. I got them. Money my brother gave me, like $2 bills and stuff that he gave me when I was like, to keep from telling on it, I still got it. Money that my grandmother gave me, I still got it. Actually, I got stuff that some exes gave me too, like Christmas gift. It's in a safe deposit box, so I don't want people to say, you still got it? Yeah, it's in a safe deposit box. I don't go look at it. Nah. But a lot of times it's stuff that it's not wearable. Sometimes it's like stuff that they've given me probably 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Cards.
Okay. You keeping them. Okay, that's romantic. I like it. I like it.
I need to go pull them out. I'm mad at my sister because she threw all my other stuff, my letters. I had love letters.
Oh, y'all be writing each other.
Oh, I used to write letters all the time. Oh, yeah. I was a big writer.
I'm not a writer. I like to send text messages.
Oh, man. I was a poet and didn't know it.
I like it. I ain't
You ain't writing.
I ain't writing.
Hopefully ain't nobody still got them, because I know there's an ass load of misspelled words up in that thing. Ocho. Run-on sentences. I think a paragraph with the whole page. Wasn't no punctuations or nothing. Man. Man. Hey, guys, that concludes our show for tonight. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Nightcap. Please make sure you hit that like button. Please make sure you hit that. Please make sure you hit that subscribe button. And guys, do us a solid. Go subscribe to the Nightcap podcast feed wherever you get your podcast from. And remember, every subscriber matters. Thank you for mattering. Thank you for helping Nightcap, Unc and Ocho grow to what we've grown. I am your favorite Unc, Shannon Sharpe. He's your favorite number 85, the route runner extraordinaire, the Bengal Ring of Fame honoree, the legendary Pro Bowler, All-Pro, Liberty City's own. That's Chad Ochocinco Johnson. Please make sure you check out Shea by LaPortier. If we don't have it in a city or a state near you, we're coming, but you can order it online and it will get shipped right to your door. Please go follow my media company page on all platforms. That's Shay Media, and my clothing company, 84. The link is pinned at the top of the chat. Tour t-shirts and hats dropped yesterday. There are two versions of the tee. The one that Ocho and I have on, with the Ocho has on. He has the nightcap with he and I face on the front, and he has the tour dates on the back. But there's also a version that has he and I face, nightcap on the front, with no tour dates on the back. The tee with the writing on the back is 42. The one with the print only in the front is 38. Use the VIP code for an additional 10% off all purchases. We had our first commercial. We saw that. You guys saw that. Again, we're back tomorrow after what's the college football game that we're coming on?
Nebraska.
Okay, we're coming on after the Colorado-Nebraska game. So we'll see you guys tomorrow after that game. Thank you guys for joining us. I'm Unc. He's Ocho. We're out.
Mañana.
Tell Unc I need my restitution.